We are actually in the car. I'm with my parents. We're heading to Coeur d'Alene right now. Super excited about it. Gonna be in town on Tuesday.
We're here. Got beautiful Lake Coeur d'Alene in the background. Whew, what a journey. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of highs and lows, and learned a lot.
The pre-race jitters have arrived.
I'm Greg Welch, and good luck to the BCC crew in Coeur d'Alene.
On Friday, I went with Dylan and Dave and Izzy, and we all went on a 40, 50 plus mile bike ride. I actually wrecked in my kit, but the kit's fine, so you know we'll get there.
So my last big training day was IRONMAN 70.3 Eagleman in Cambridge, Maryland. It was June 11th, and it went really, really well. I had a great race, put it together, felt awesome the whole time, felt really strong.
My last real significant workout was last weekend at Eagleman, Ironman Eagleman 70.3. My 11th finish there. It was a great day, had a great swim, decent run in 94-degree temperatures.
My longest training exercise was a 100-mile bike, and I was hoping to follow that up with a 15-mile run. Only got 5 miles of it in because of work.
My last big training ride was a Century Ride Memorial Day weekend to a 2-hour run. So that was the longest I've ever been, and that was the big taste of going 100 miles and then knowing I just had to do 12 more on Sunday.
I will say maybe that not having done a Century before going into this full Ironman concerns me maybe just a little bit, as this is the first race I have not done a Century in the build-up. But overall, I'm not too worried about it.
My last big training day was supposed to be Ironman Honu, the 70.3 out there. And that's how I was approaching that race, was just, hey, it's gonna be a long training day to get ready for Coeur d'Alene.
I did 70.3 Hawaii, and it was way harder than I thought. It zapped my confidence for this race, because I was like, if I can barely finish a 70.3, how am I gonna finish a full Ironman? But since then, you know, a lot of people have been like, that's a really hard race, and it was a really hard race.
Way.
I've never wanted to quit so bad in my life. So I made the first loop, which I think is about 9 miles, when you get to the finish line before you finish your last 4, and I just called it a day. I can give you plenty of excuses, but at the end of the day, I just wussed out. I just said, screw it, I'm done. I didn't want to hurt myself anymore. I didn't want to jeopardize my Coeur d'Alene race.
My biggest thing was Ironman 70.3 Boulder. It was my first 70.3 distance, and it was awesome. I mean, I had a blast. So that was a big day, obviously, and that was like a little less than 2 weeks ago. Went on like a metric Century just about in Boulder during a big rainstorm last week, and broke one of my wheels. So that was Friday, and today's Wednesday. So I'm scrambling a little bit to have some functioning wheels again, and it's a little bit of a source of anxiety.
My last big training day was Ironman Boulder 70.3. I trained hard. I thought I had the pace, but my crippling fear of the water kind of got me. The night before, I almost backed out. I was very lucky that Dave and Dylan from the BCC crew and our team, you know, really supported me, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. Didn't go my way. I DNF'd.
I would personally like to thank my core circle of people in my life, so my family and my friends, for the unconditional support that I've received. I know it's been really hard, and a part of it's just been all about me, like not being selfish, but just this training has been really important and taken a lot of time and effort, and that time and effort that usually goes into them has gone into training, and I really want to thank them for giving me the unconditional love and support that they do, and helping me get to where I am, because they have as much skin in the game in this as I do, because I couldn't have done it without them.
One person that I would like to thank is my wife. She definitely burdened some of the childcare responsibilities and just other responsibilities during the long training escapades that I was on. And also like to thank my son for being without me for, extended period of time on the weekends.
Without my wife and the support that she's given me throughout all the years, my daughters as well, and the support they have ever since they were little and making those trips to Lake Placid. We were kind of reminiscing over the weekend about those. So it's all about family. You cannot do this by yourself. This is not an individual sport. This is a very, very much a team sport. You have to have a team that comes together that supports you in doing this. And the support they give, I couldn't be more grateful for, because I know when I cross that finish line, and I point to the sky and close my eyes and say a little prayer before every finish line as I cross. And I'm thanking my mom and my dad, and I'm thanking my family for all that they've done for me. And I couldn't be happier to be coming out to Coeur d'Alene.
Definitely like to thank my wife. Also, my kids. It takes time away from them. Well, 2 of them are in Hawaii, so it really doesn't affect them that much. But what I am out there visiting, I'm still working out, I'm still going on bike rides, I'm still going on a swim, I'm still going on a run. So it takes away time from everybody. So definitely want to thank them. I'd love to thank the whole Coeur d'Alene crew, the whole BCC crew, for giving me the invite and including me on this epic journey so far. It's really kept me going.
I just want to take a second to just really thank my brother, JJ Schuster. He's the reason I'm on the team. He's been my inspiration along this entire Ironman journey. He's been my why, and all of my love to the family of JJ Schuster. And nobody has taught me more about grit, determination, fortitude, and this Ironman race is for you, brother. I love you. Let's go get it.
First and foremost, my wife for putting up with all this stuff and being supportive. But secondarily, is all the people that I've featured over the years in videos, and all the athletes I've met over the years that, they didn't quit, they didn't give up, they were unapologetic about how, whatever shortcomings they had. And that's what's going to get me through the day, is all those people I met out on the course over the years, videoing and featuring and trying to tell their story. And they just were like, I ain't giving up. And, I think an athlete said it best, and I said this before, I didn't come this far to only come this far. So I want to thank all those athletes that gave me a soundbite over the last 20 years, or those athletes that came up and talked to me after an athlete briefing. That's why I'm here.
Could not do it without my husband, John. He is such an incredible supporter of my crazy endeavors in every way, taking care of things at home when I'm not here, always building his schedule around my schedule, whether that's long rides or early mornings, or just putting up with my doubts and the conversations constantly about triathlon and training and all that stuff. And it's not just this time. It's been really for the last, almost 30 years. So yeah, he's my number one supporter.
I couldn't do this without the support of my wife, Anna, who will be there in Coeur d'Alene with me for only the second time in all my races, all my full Ironmans. She'll be there with me for a much needed vacation. I hope that she gets to enjoy a little bit of beach time there at the lake. Without her taking care of everything at home while I train, this would not be possible. So I couldn't do it without her, and couldn't do it without the support of my family. So, Anna, I love you. Thank you for letting me do this, allowing me to do this, helping me do this, being there to support me. I'm glad that you're going to be there to watch me, be there at that finish shoot, to get another big hug.
The people I want to thank are the team, hearing everyone's stories. Honestly, Dave and Dylan for getting me to the start line that day, giving me all the support I needed, making me feel confident in something that I just feel super unconfident about. I think this experience has just been super awesome to hear people that have been doing this 20 times or 5 times or no times, and listening to their journey and finding out that they're struggling as much as anybody else.
I think the person I would probably most like to thank is Kay, my wife, because she has allowed me the time that I need in order to train for this. There's just so much time that goes into trying to get to the start line even. There's so much time and effort and money that goes into making this thing happen, and having her support and encouragement along the way has helped tremendously. And yeah, I'm just grateful that she was willing to step up and allow me the time I needed to train.
Oh man, I have too many people to thank. I think mostly my family who's here with me, my parents, my wife, and my 2 kids. Big long drive to come here all in one day, and we're just gonna have a good time here this week. Obviously there's so many other people to thank. There's Eric Gilsonin with Hoka, there's Greg Welch with Oakley, Hyper Ice and Sweet Racing and Zoot helped us with these kits. And obviously some more people that I'm probably not remembering. So many people make today possible, and Ironman is making today possible. Dave Downey's making today possible. I'm super thankful and appreciative of everybody who's involved.
I had a friend, honestly, I'll be honest, it was more of an acquaintance, and he said something as his life ended, and he said, cram as much of your life into the rest of your life. Glad I'm here doing this. I'm super glad I'm here doing this, and I'm super glad I'm here doing this with my friends. The people that have been along the journey, how cool is this, man? If it ended tonight, every bit of it would be worth it.
I'd just really like to thank BCC in general for making this happen and making dreams that I didn't know I had hopefully come true on Sunday. So they really put this all together and made this quite the amazing experience, and I'm really grateful to know some of these incredible people.
Even though I DNF'd, it was one of the best days of my life. I got further than I ever thought I could. I was so scared. I was nervous. I didn't know what to do, but I think just the community I've met out here, at the pond I swim at, like all the people that give me advice, from my coach, it's been such an amazing experience. And a lot of people you don't know just have your back in ways that I never thought a sport would really have.
I really hope that we all stay in contact with each other after this is over. And I hope that we continue to be friends and we continue to support one another. And that I'm hoping that this experience has maybe opened up some doors for us to do things as a group in the future together. And I look forward to whatever that next thing is.
I never knew the pressure. It's a lot. It's a lot. I put a lot of time into this. I put a lot of mental energy into this. I never would have guessed the mental energy I've put into this. And I think I'll be better at my job going forward because of this. That you meet people that say, I put all this energy in, and I did all this, and you're like, yeah, next question. And no, it's a lot.